We begin tonight with yet another revealing twist in the Jeffrey Epstein saga. Donald Trump, Woody Allen and Bill Gates have all featured in the latest photo dump from the convicted paedophile's estate. They've been released by Democrats on the House Oversight Committee. Well, let's bring in our US correspondent, Mark Stone. So, Mark, 19 photographs, no captions, no context, but what can we learn from them?
Yeah, 19 photographs, not very many when you consider that the House Oversight Committee apparently has access to some 95,000 photographs. There is no context to the images themselves, which we'll go into in a moment, but there is context to how they have been released, because it is the Democrats on the House Oversight Committee who have chosen to release these particular photos. Now, they say that they've released them as part of a pressure campaign to get the Trump administration to unseal and release all the Epstein files, which are held by the Department of Justice. Now, the Republicans, naturally, on the House Oversight Committee have said that this is just all part of a witch hunt. They say, once again, the House Democrats are selectively releasing cherry-picked photos with random redactions to try and create a false narrative that does Donald Trump no favours. So that's the political context to all of this. Now let's look at some of the photos. As I say, only 19 of them. 3 of them relate to Donald Trump himself. This is the first one. You can see it here. Donald Trump, much younger than he now is, and with a number of females around him. Now, their faces have been redacted. That redaction has been done, we are told, by the House Democrats. So the image that they have seen shows the faces of these women. Now, why have they chosen to redact them? Is it because they are underage or not? We simply do not know, and it's worth stressing now and again always that Donald Trump has not been accused of any wrongdoing by any of the victims of Jeffrey Epstein. So that is that photograph. We don't know when it was taken or anything. Here is another one of Epstein and Trump. We do know when this one was taken. This was taken in 1997, so before Donald Trump has publicly said that he disassociated himself from Jeffrey Epstein, taken in 1997 at a Victoria's Secrets party in New York City. That's already in the public domain. We don't know why the Democrats have decided to release it or re-release it now. There is an image of a condom, a Trump-branded condom. These were on sale as a sort of merchandise during the 2016 election campaign. Why is that here? It was part of the Epstein estate, the photograph, that is. We don't know why it has been released here. And then, of course, as ever, there are pictures of Epstein with people who were well known in the fields of business, in the fields of show business, and, of course, politics as well. There is images here. Here is one of Andrew MOUNTBATTEN-WINDSOR with now this is an interesting one, incidentally, because this photo is in fact a crop of a photo that we have seen that is in the public domain, which shows the then Prince of Wales, now the King Charles, also in this photo, standing to the left of Prince Andrew there. Why was the photo cropped? Who was it cropped by, and why is it now in this pile of documents? We do not know. There are some images as well which we're not going to show you, which are graphic in nature because they are of sex toys. Now, given the context that we now have surrounding Jeffrey Epstein, the testimony of the victims, the children who were victims, teenagers who were victims, the sight of these sex toys is particularly unpleasant, I would argue. There's one that talks, is the warranty and disclaimer from an item called a jawbreaker gag. So an image of that has been included within these documents. So these are not the Epstein files, Jonathan. What they are is the continued drip of information that is adding to a narrative, helpful or otherwise, depending on where you sit on all of this. But we still await the release of the files. And remember, Donald Trump, President Trump, has now, under considerable pressure, said that he will authorize or has authorized the Department of Justice to release the files. They have until the 19th of December. That's this coming Friday, a week today, to do that.
Mark in Washington, thank you.